We're live. Here we go. How's it going, everybody? If anyone's on the stream yet, let us know if you're on the stream and you can hear me in the comments, because if you tuned in with us on Sunday evening, we had a bit of mic trouble, so we've gone out and bought a new mic. So hopefully it's good to go, but I'll need you to let me know if you're online so I can see if it's going. It's buffering. Looks like it's buffering. Anyway, so tonight we've got something special planned for the viewing public. We've got a special guest with me tonight, Jed. How's it going, Jed?
I'm doing very well, guys. How are you doing, Matt?
Going pretty well. So the idea of tonight is that up here in Queensland, we're footy fanatics. We love the footy.
Yep.
And part of doing that is we thought we'd get online, do our opinions. So Graham's on his way. Gaz and myself are quite... I enjoy watching rugby league. I only know a little bit about it.
Yep.
Jed loves watching rugby league. He knows a lot more than I do about it.
Yeah.
So we'll have a look at his opinion there on a few things. And we'll discuss the rounds, the upcoming rounds starting tonight. It's so good. I can't wait. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I know. It's been hard to, cop it out and stuff like that during, just not much on TV.
Cricket's all right.
Cricket's all right.
It's not as good as...
Yeah, we're all about the footy.
We're all about the footy.
Yeah.
So tonight's episode, we're sponsored by SAE Group. For all your solar needs for your home or business, for your home storage or your storage for your commercial premises. And we also specialise in off-grid solar. So give us a hit online, saegroup.com.au, or give us a call, 1300 18 20 50, and we'll help you out. All right, so what do you want to talk about first?
Maybe we should start with maybe tonight's game, maybe?
Tonight's game?
Yeah.
So what do we got? We got Parramatta.
Yeah, we got Parramatta, Eels, the Melbourne Storm.
Oh, I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game, though. Parramatta, they've got a couple of players out. I know, like Ryan Madison, and there's a couple of other players that are out, but I think... being at home, the Eels will be very strong, being their first game of the season. So it should be a very good game.
Should be. I'm really hopeful for... I think it's going to be good. Storm have lost a few key players there.
Yeah, they've lost the Bromwich boys and...
Kafusi.
Kafusi and stuff like that. I think...
Parramatta's looking pretty strong.
Yeah, Parramatta are looking very strong. So, I think it's going to be good. And, with Michael Siva, he just re-signed there yesterday for a couple more years. So I think, that's, really good for the club and moving forward and stuff like that. And then they also have Jermaine Hopgood that just came over from Penrith last year. And he's actually a BUR junior. He actually played for the Queenslander Sharks 2 years ago. So,
come on in, Gaz.
Yeah.
Scooch in.
Hello, Gaz.
How you going, mate?
Yep.
All right, we've just started. We've done the intro, the sponsors plug. If you are online, leave us a message. We need to make sure that this microphone's working. It all looks good from our end, so leave a message on the chat there. So we're just discussing this round.
Nice.
Round 1, 7 o'clock tonight, Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
I'm pumped.
Yeah.
It should be good. It should be a good game.
Yeah.
Two solid teams duking it out. First game of the round. It's going to be interesting.
I did hear that Storm hasn't lost round 1 in 21 years.
Yeah, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So this might be the year. So tips Well, we'll go through the other rounds first before we do our
Other
tips.
games, yeah.
So next game, 5 o'clock Friday night, we've got Warriors Knights in at Mount Smart there, or actually Wellington, Sky Stadium, Wellington. I don't think they haven't played there for a while, have they? Do they play there every year or?
No, they haven't played there for the last couple of years because of COVID and stuff like that.
They've been over here, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been over here. So, I think that, this year they'll be a lot better and stuff like that, being that they're back at home and stuff like that, and they won both of their trials games. So, their form's looking quite strong. So, in that game, I'm probably going to tip the Warriors.
Keep your tips till the end.
Oh, keep my tips till the end.
That's right. You're going to go Warriors. I've seeing as the cat's out of the bag, I've also tipped the Warriors for that game.
There you go.
So, let's go back to round one then, since we were down the tips. So you're going Storm?
I think the Storm will just be just a little bit too strong.
Storm, Gaz, Storm Power.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably Storm.
I'm going for the upset. I'm going Para tonight. I think there's a good chance. I don't know.
Might tip them over.
I don't know. Might tip them over. So back to Warriors Knights. I'm going Warriors as well. I think Warriors at home.
Yeah.
They haven't had too many disruptions.
Yeah.
Over the pre-season. I think Kalen Ponga's playing at number 6 tonight.
Yeah.
He hasn't played there since 2019.
Yeah.
So that'll be, I think, he's a decent player anyway, but I think playing out of position might be a little bit.
It's going to take
rusty.
a little while for him to, get accustomed to that role.
Yeah. So, Gaz, I'm putting you down for the Warriors too.
I think so.
You done with the Knights?
Yeah.
All right. Now, we're going to talk about the Knights. So the next round is Penrith Broncos at Bluebet.
Yeah, I think that'll be a very good game. Obviously Penrith, they got beat by St Helens in the World Club Challenge there.
It was pretty close though.
Yeah, it was pretty close and stuff like that. So
Penrith are my favourites. They've still got a fairly solid team.
Yeah.
And I think they've got a good work ethic.
Yeah.
They've got a good, culture. It seems like, I don't know, I've never been there. I don't know the ins and outs, but
they've lost Kikau and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have. And Carousel's.
Yeah, Carousel, he's off to the Tigers.
So I think Penrith is still going to be too solid for the Bronx.
I'd have to agree.
I don't particularly like the Broncos, just quietly, but
I do think though the Broncos will have a better season though.
Broncos will definitely have a better season.
Yeah, they'll have a better season and stuff like that. So, with a couple of pickups that they have, like Marty Tapau from Manly and stuff like that, there's a bit more go forward there for them. So, it'd be good for them, but I just hope I don't like them.
Poor our Broncos.
Yeah, we hate the Broncos on this channel.
we don't hate anyone. All right, let's just flick over to the chat. So we've got the sounds looking good, which is excellent because we had that issue the other night. And Toby says, go the Storm. I don't know, Tobes, if we can go agree with you there, but it will be a good, solid game. So first game on Saturday, we've got Manly versus the Doggies at Manly, Four Pines Park.
Yeah.
Should be another decent game. They've got Trbojevic back.
Yeah, they've got Trbojevic back and stuff like that.
Fullback. How long? The question is, how long do you think he's going to last? Before he busts something in his leg. And then the second part of that question is, how long do you think he's actually going to be out for this year? Yeah. I really feel for the bloke, like he's a quality player, but
because like Manly are just such a better team when he is playing. They just don't perform as well. When he's not playing and stuff like that,
And the dogs should be good. I think the Dogs will be a lot better this year as well.
Yeah, they'll be a lot better and stuff like that.
You reckon they'll sneak in the top 8?
I've probably got them coming about 10th or something like that. Like, they're a little bit inexperienced, like with Kyle Flanagan around the halves and stuff like that. but definitely a much improved
better.
side and stuff like that. So.
Time will tell, I suppose.
Yeah, time will tell, and and back with Manly, like they won both their trial games and stuff like that, very convincingly. So,
Manly for the W.
Yeah, I think Manly being at home, being at I've got them tipping, and
I'm feeling a bit left out at the moment. I think I should change the Storm. No, can't change it. All right. The early afternoon game, Cowboys Raiders in Townsville.
Go Cowboys at home, wouldn't you?
Oh, Cowboys are good, eh? I think they're one of my special teams on the. I don't mind. I've got a bit of a soft spot for the old Cows.
Yeah.
Tamo's back. James Tamo. So he's playing tonight as well.
Yeah.
So he's a veteran from
he
way back.
With them and stuff like that.
So that's a good homecoming for him because he was a bit uncertain about where he was actually playing at the end of last year too.
Yeah, I don't think there were many offers out there for him.
So Cows have picked him up. Let's hope he has a good game tonight.
Yep.
So definitely Cows for that one. Cows at home.
Yeah.
Now the last game on Saturday is Sharks Rabbitohs.
Yeah, well, I think this will be a very tough game. Both their trial form looked very good with both Sharks and Rabbits. So I think in that game, though, I think I'm just going to have to tip the Rabbits. I think that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Latrell's going to fire up for that game and stuff like that. So I think that.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit argy-bargy, that game.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be very physical throughout the middle. Though.
I think Nico Hines was out too, I read today.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'll have to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure I read that he was out. So let's just have a quick look at the team list. Oh, no, my internet. Oh, never mind. Technology. And then the Sunday games. We've got Dolphins, Roosters at Suncorp Stadium.
Yes. So me and Matt are actually going to this game.
Nice.
So it'll be very exciting to watch,
You're back on
Oh, here we go.
a brand new team come into the competition and stuff like that.
I'm pretty sure it's a sellout too.
Yeah, it's a
Tickets
sellout.
are very hard to get.
Yeah, tickets are, so, looking forward to the game, but I just think, though, if I was to take off my Roosters jersey, I do think the Roosters will be too strong, I just think they've got a much better team and stuff like that.
Bit nervous that for a brand new team at the start of the season, playing one of
the top teams.
And Roosters is favourites for the premiership too, so it's going to be it's going to be a big game.
Yeah, and I think it's a bit worrying, with Milford not making the team and stuff like that. I'm just not sure if there's enough leadership there. So I just think the Roosters will just be too strong.
So I'm a Titans fan, obviously, because you can tell by this. I was considering changing to the Dolphins this year, but at the last minute, I've put them at my number 2.
You're going to give them one more year.
One more year, please. I'm pretty excited for it. And that leads us into, how's that for a segue?
Yeah.
Tigers, Titans down at Leichhardt Oval. I'm going to say straight off the bat, I'm going Titans. We've got a fairly solid team. Bo Firma's out. Looks like he's busted his ACL, so he's gone for the year. I really enjoyed watching him over the last couple of years. He's a good workhorse, so that's a big out. But I think as long as the other guys, pull their weight, they can get the win over the Tigers. Tigers have got some good inclusions this week.
Yeah.
So
I'm probably going to tip the Tigers in this one, only because the Titans do struggle to play in Sydney. So
Titans struggle to play anywhere at any given time.
That's a bit rough.
Yeah.
They're either on or they're not. So
who are you going for, Gaz?
Oh, look, I'll probably go the Titans only because.
Oh yeah, Gaz.
Yeah. Yeah. And do we think that the Dragons will beat the bye?
I don't know if they're going to pick up the 2 this week.
I really don't know.
I think they're going to get done. So, well, that's our round and that's our tips. I think I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I'm not a expert on rugby league at all. I just like watching it. I know you like watching it now.
Yeah.
I've been working on Graham for 20 years to get into rugby league.
I got into it last year. I really did get it.
Yeah, so it's this is the year we're going to try and catch a heap of games this year, as long as it don't get sold out or anything else happens in the world.
No COVID, please.
Yeah.
So on that, obviously I'm a Titans fan. Graham said he's a Dolphins fan. Jed's
A
Roosters man. Go the Chookies.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you first, Jed.
Yeah.
What was your favourite game? What was the best game that you've ever been to?
I think it was probably in 2022 in round 24 or 25, I think it was. And me and Matt went to watch the Titans versus the Warriors. And
That was at Seabus.
yeah, that was at Seabus Stadium on a Sunday afternoon.
That was a good game.
And I think the Titans won, what was it, like 46-0?
44-0.
44-0.
And it was raining.
Yeah, it was raining.
We were right up front.
Yeah.
Our good friend Dean, who's a mad keen Warriors fan, he came with us. It was the first game I got him to come to see live with us, and unfortunately, the Warriors didn't show up.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah, and there was
Jed disappeared halfway through, and he wandered up find a dry seat somewhere and get some new friends. So
made some
that
new
was a
friends.
good game.
There were a couple of fights as well, I remember.
Yeah.
I think Kane Evans, he got sin binned for...
Yes, there was. I think there was 3 sin bins.
Yeah, I think there was like 3 sin bins for punching and stuff like that. So it was bring back the Biff.
Yeah, it was a good game.
I was going to say, what was your favourite game?
I've got. I can't really pick one, but the best game atmosphere that I've ever been to was the grand final between Penrith and Rabbitohs. 21. I was lucky enough to get some tickets for that through work, but we're right at the top. It didn't make any difference. It was still a phenomenal game. I wasn't really going for either team. I thought both of them were really solid. Sort of turned to Penrith probably after about 15 minutes because there was a few rowdy Rabbitohs fans giving it to the Penrith supporters. So I thought it was good that they got their upcomings towards the end there. So that was a really good game. The best Titans game. I've been to a couple of good games. I've been to some really bad games, which I'm one of the better Titans games that I've been to was actually, can't remember what round it was, and I think it was 2020 or it might have been 2019. I think it was 2019. Titans played Broncos at Suncorp. 21 it was, actually. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. Titans played Broncos at Suncorp on Sunday afternoon. It was the first game on Sunday afternoon. My good friend got won tickets through a promotion that he entered. So we got tickets. He's a Broncos fan. The tickets were in the Broncos members stand. I walked in, they were already seating. I walked in my Titans jersey and it was a sea of maroon. There was like no other Titans fans in that whole section, and we were fairly close to the front, and it was quite intimidating actually. So I'm like, I want to cop it here. Anyway, we scored. I remember that we scored like 3 tries really quickly. We got up on the Broncos. It was really quiet, and I'm sitting there going, yes. There was a little kid in the front, in the row in front of me, and he's like, Dad, he was crying, the poor kid, and he's like, Dad, are they going to come back? He's like, yeah, they'll come back, mate, they'll come back. And I was just like, no, they didn't come back. And then by the end of it, I just didn't care. I was just cheering, and I was so many people left early, and so that was a good game. Have you got any good games or good memories?
Not yet. I'm too fresh into it. So this year I've been to 2 games at Seabus, so they're pretty good. Like, was good. So
went and saw Knights, Titans Knights.
Yeah, they got wrecked. So
no surprise.
And we went and saw Bulldogs.
Oh, that's right.
With Dad. So we went and saw Bulldogs. That was ages ago.
But it was good atmosphere, like good experience to go.
Yeah, it's different. It's you don't have the commentators and you can't really hear the calls on the field. But there's something about sitting in the crowd. Spending too much money on food and drinks there. But that's good. So on top of that, the worst game that you've ever been to.
Yeah, so mine was probably back in 2015, and went to Suncorp Stadium in a prelim final. In between Broncos and Roosters, and we were the favourites to win in that game. And I remember the first time the Broncos sort of kicked off, and we got the ball, and Kenny Dow threw an intercept pass to Darius Boyd, and she was just downhill from there. And I remember, I was in the grandstand as well, like in the entire grandstand, and I'm literally the only Roosters supporter, and everybody was just giving me crap and everything like that. And then I remember we were sort of coming back that one stage, and I was just like, and then I was just like, no one's come on, guys. And then but fortunately, the very next weekend, Benny Hunt dropped the grand final, and the Cowboys got up. So that was
sweet revenge.
Yeah, that was sweet revenge.
So the worst game that I've been to, Broncos versus Titans, actually at Seabus. My wife's family bought me tickets to go and see the game, and I think it was for my birthday, so it was August, pretty sure it was 2016, or might have been 2017. Good seats, and we just didn't show up to play, and Broncos ended up beating us 54-0. And it was bad. And Seabus, it was mostly maroon as well, so there's tons of really vocal. I bought my first jersey. I was so pumped, and this is sick. But I hadn't been to a game forever because I was just too far away or whatever, and got the tickets anyway. And it was just the worst game. Just sitting there, and you're just like, oh man, tackle, just stop him from running down the field or something. Come on.
Oh gee. Looks like we've got Mark that's commented.
Mark's jumped on.
G'day, Mark.
Yeah, how you doing,
Yes,
mate?
I did jump on the Dolphins bandwagon. We're getting on the ground floor on this one. From the start.
That's fine. What do we got? And what's the hoodie, Jed? Mark's asked about the hoodie.
I don't know what he means.
The hoodie. Get the hoodie out. Have you got a Roosters hoodie?
I think
You'd have a fair bit of Roosters paraphernalia by now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so, I've got a bit of every team, to be honest. I think I've got Sharks, I've got a Dragons jersey, I think I've got I think I've got an Eels one there somewhere. I've got a bit of everything. I've stolen Matt's for the last 2 years. I've stolen
I think you still got it, haven't you?
I've still got it.
Sarah has said, hi Sarah. A big twist in Nico Hines' calf injury has emerged, with the reigning Dalian medalist set to remain on the sidelines for several rounds. So there you go.
Gee.
So what do you think about Nico? I think he's a good player, but I don't know. He's good, but I think he's got more to go.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel that he as a player is being held really high. He had that breakout season with the Storm. I think he's a really solid player, but I don't know if he's quite as good as that yet. But that's just my novice opinion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's my sort of opinion,
but we'll see. He's still young.
Yeah, and just for another question, since it's round one, who have we got as our 2 grand final teams and our premiership winner?
Ooh. Should we do our top 8?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Top 8. Should we do it? Okay, yeah, we can do a top 8, yeah.
Who's going to win the minor premiership, do you think?
I think Penrith will be very hard to.
Yeah. It's early days, very early days.
Yeah, but we'll come back at the end of the season and we'll see how our reviews went. So our predictions, I should say.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we'll have to see how it goes, but I'm thinking maybe it'd have to be Penrith surely because they're too
so
solid.
Strong,
yeah.
Maybe Roosters might sneak through.
Yeah.
On wins. So the top 8, I think. Who sneaks in? Who's the dark horse that sneaks into the top 8?
I think the Titans will definitely be a much improved side, and I think that they will make it in, probably only just.
Yeah.
But I think that they will.
This is your year, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the year. This is my year.
Yeah. If they don't make the 8, I think that their coach Justin Holbrook might be looking for a new job.
Well, I think he's up. His contract's up anyway this year.
Oh, okay.
So, I think the top 8 is going to look very similar to last year's top 8.
Yeah,
I think there'll be movement in 7 and 8.
Yeah, I see an improvement in the Warriors, to be honest. Now, they're back at home and stuff like that. But it's just one of those things you just don't know what you're going to get. The week that you say, yep, I'm going to tip them, they're going to win, and then they lose, and then you don't tip them.
Yeah.
And then they win.
Yes, that's the Warriors. So wooden spoon then.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a battle between probably the Dragons, Tigers, and Newcastle.
Yeah,
I think they're my 3 teams that.
Yeah.
But if I was to go one, I would probably say, I think. I'm probably going to go the Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to depend on injuries.
Yeah.
Because, at the end of last season, Manly was looking like they were on the downhill slide really quick. I think, the Bulldogs are going to improve a lot better than what they did. I think the Dolphins won't be at the bottom 4. I'm thinking they might be
around 10th or 12th.
10th or 12th. I think they'll need time. They'll need time to build their, build them up. I think maybe St. George.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, sorry, Jake, if you're watching, I think St. George are due for the spoon.
Yeah.
Knights aren't looking real good. They got to do some work on on themselves. I think Tigers will probably finish 9th. Yeah, they always finish 9th, so...
I guess you got to wait and see how the newcomers go in actual season,
it's always speculation at this end of the season.
But
and at the end of the day, right, they're all professionals. They're all sports professionals. They're all playing NRL, so they're all elite to get into that game anyway. Yeah. And I always say any team can beat any team. It's how they prepare during the week and how they show up on the day. So all right. And I think we've covered off everything now, haven't we? So premiership. Who's going to be in the grand final?
Oh, gee, it's a tough one. Without being biased, I think.
Titans Roosters this year, you reckon? We're definitely going if it is. If any of our teams are in the finals, we're going.
Yeah.
Well, you'll definitely be in the finals.
Yeah, and Matt said that he's going to shout, so for the flight and everything. No.
If the top... No.
There we go.
I'm not throwing out challenges online.
Oh, someone's saying that Roosters will choke.
Techno Dad, Roosters will choke, Dolphins 13 plus.
Oh, gee.
Well, that's game.
Yeah.
That's game.
Yeah. I think it'll be...
Well, you never know. They could just come out. They've got some good guys. They've got quality guys. I guess they were getting ripped because they didn't have that marquee player.
Yeah.
They didn't have those couple of marquee players. But they've still got guys in there with tons of experience.
Yeah. I'm probably, even though I hate to say it, but I think it'd probably be a Penrith South grand final. That's my tip.
Penrith South. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll write that down.
Yeah.
It's on camera.
Yeah, it's on camera. I want to say Roosters, but we can't be too biased.
Well, it'll depend on where you finish the year.
Yeah.
And then who you play in the preliminaries.
It's pretty much like if you don't finish in that top 4, it's very hard to make it.
Well, you got 4 games. You got to win 4 in a row.
Yeah, you got
against
top
the best
4
players.
teams. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and what about you, Matt?
For grand final?
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably Penrith Roosters this year.
Yep.
I think Penrith could miss out, really. Like, Storm's always there. Storm's always a solid team. They're always...
Yeah. And Bellamy will have them,
and they've played tons of finals footy.
Yeah.
So, if Storm and Penrith come in round 2 of the finals, then there's a chance that the winner of that game will keep going.
Yeah.
So, it'd be... I think, Penrith Roosters or probably maybe Roosters Storm, I'm thinking.
Okay, Are you locked in on that, mate?
Nah.
Oh, you got to write it down, mate. You got to write it down.
Yeah, Penrith and Storm.
Yeah. And what about you, Gaz?
Oh, look, to be honest, I'm probably... I can't say because I don't have the inept knowledge yet of...
Yeah.
I think definitely Penrith. I think definitely Penrith would have to be up for one, but I don't know them well enough yet to know.
Oh, you don't want to put just a random team out there just to see what will happen.
See what happens. Honestly, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell yet.
All right.
I wouldn't know.
Cool. So before we wrap up, thank you for tuning in tonight. It's a bit different to what we normally do. We're, like I said earlier, Gaz and I enjoy watching footy, but we don't know the ins and outs of it. So that's why we brought in the outside man tonight. I hope you had a good time tonight, Jed.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back.
We'll have snacks next time.
Oh, yeah.
Snacks
A couple of drinks as well. Get on the beers.
Not in the PG time slot. We're just... Graham and I have just talked about it. We're just testing the waters. It's another thing that we enjoy, so we thought, why not give it a crack, see what happens. So thank you for tuning in. We can't do it without you guys. So if you did like it, hit that thumbs up button. The likes actually spread the film out to other viewers. So after the stream's finished, YouTube will hopefully get us some more people to come and check out the channel. And also subscribe too if you haven't already, so that also helps us out. Thank you, Graham, for coming in. I know it was a bit of a rush trying to get in, but it's good. It's appreciate you coming in. Thank you, Jed, for coming in.
No worries. Thank you.
And I think we'll end it right there. Let's go and watch some footy. Catch you later.
See you guys.